Hi, everybody. It's Fiona Jane from Australia, and I'm here to share a craft with me, but also to share this finally finished fairy journal. I'm really excited that it's finally done, and I have Ciara here with me. Say
Hey,
hi.
ladies.
And after I finished sharing the fairy journal, I will be doing like a craft with me. I'm going to make a little mini album in a box. This is the box. It's just like a irregular box that you would kind of get from a cheap shop. I did start another one, but I've kind of decided to scrap that and start from the beginning. Oh, and this one's a bit tight. So it's a little mini album that will fold out. So we'll do that afterwards. And I
Yeah.
can't get this up on my phone. I'm just going to get up chat on my phone so because I can't see anyone. And okay, let me have a look. I will get it up. Sorry, bear with me. I hope. Can you see anyone, Sierra?
Let me.
There's two watching. I can see that. Okay, it's now.
Let me have a look. Yeah, there's no one in the chat yet.
Okay, I've just muted the chat, so that's good because there's nothing worse than that echoing that comes back. So I hope everyone's having a great weekend. I know that it's Monday morning here. It's 7:23 a.m. in the morning in Australia, Sydney time. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a great morning. I do believe, is it Memorial Day,
Yeah,
Sarah?
it's Memorial Day here. Or no. Sorry, tomorrow is.
Oh, tomorrow is. Okay, so it's Memorial
It's
weekend. So
Monday.
you get
Yeah.
Monday off.
Yep, everybody gets
Yep,
Monday off.
awesome. So here's my beautiful fairy journal. I'll start it, and so everybody else, if they come in to join, they can either rewatch if they want. So it has this beautiful tassel. I'll start with the tassel first. It has a little lobster claw that I've put at the top, little pearl and a ring binder. And then I've just put beautiful fibers and ribbon and what do we call this? The vine trim, the green vine trim. And it's
Oh,
got sari silk.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
tassel.
it's got lots of soft fibers as well. It's just really pretty. I really, really like it. It's got
Yes,
some
it is.
tulle. Yeah, it's a lot. I just love feeling it. Okay, so let me start with the base of how I made it. I constructed it out of a cereal box. Yes, I did some recycling for once. And
Yeah.
so what I did was I put the quilted fabric onto the journal. It was like pre-quilted and it had quite a thick bit of foam or wadding to it. And then I put this glittery fabric. Now I'll try and hold it up closer because it is very sparkly. Just wait for the camera to adjust. You probably can just see it. Can you kind of just see it sparkling? I think you
Yeah.
can just through the lace. It's very, very sparkly and it was very, very bright. It kind of shows up. Well, I don't know why purple shows up kind of a different color on camera. It seems to always do that. It's very, very bright, sparkly purple fabric. And I decided that it was kind of too kind of in your face. So I decided to tone it down with this, even though this journal is very colorful, it doesn't have any vintage distressing in it. I did use this vintage lace on it, this material. It's really beautiful. I've had it for quite a while. So it does have two signatures. As you can see, it is huge. Now, the reason why I did this for a lady for a Facebook group, which is Country Creational Swaps on Facebook, run by Colette. And I did it I was nominated to make a one signature, but I decided that because she had waited so long. Hi, Kitty. How are you, sweetheart?
Hi, Crafty Kitty.
So I decided to make the two, and I've left a great big space, which you'll see in the middle in a minute, so that she could either put another signature in herself, or she could put She could do the elastic closure and do a planner or however she wanted to design this and have this for herself. So that's what I've done. So after I've done the lace, I've then sewed on these images. And these are actually from a piece of material. How are you, Kitty? Okay, now I wrote your name down. Christine. Am I right, Ciara?
I'm not sure.
I think it's Christine. I'm going to say hi, Christine. Please tell me I got your name right, hon.
Angela's trying to join, but she's having issues, so we might have to invite her again.
Okay, hold on one second. I'll just invite Angela. Please tell me I've got your name right, Christine. Please let it be Christine. Did I get it right? Let's see. Yay, I did. See,
Yay.
you know why? I am so bad. I told Christine the other day I was really bad with names. And hi, Ray. Hi, honey.
Hi, Ray.
Christine with an A. Christina.
Yeah.
I have a
girlfriend.
Yes.
I thought you were asking Crafty Kitty's name. Yeah, Kilburn's Creations. Yeah, that's Christina.
Christina. Sorry. Okay, so it's not Christine with an E, it's Christina. Okay, I got it close.
I thought you were asking for Crafty Kitty.
I hope everyone's having a good weekend. It's Monday morning here. So, yeah, so after I've sewn on all of these, I sewed around all the edges. Then I cut out this fabric from the Cecilia Baker range. It was like a winter type fairy look, and it had like, snowflakes and so on. So I cut around those, and then I was silly enough because I wanted it to be puffy, and it's very puffy because it's got the quilting fabric as well. I actually sewed around this while it was all constructed together. So my sewing machine was maneuvering this great big thick journal while I sewed around them. So that's the little front. The back I left plain. I just left it plain. I thought it had enough fibers. There is a dangle on one of the signatures and as well, and that's just a butterfly. So this side, before I open it up, I will show you. It's got a sari silk closure, and that's just with, I've added a purple bow, and I wanted to use the purple sari silk, but it didn't seem as strong, so I used this variegated green and purple one. So it's got a hitch post fastener. I've sent it to her, Ciara, but I don't know, to Angela.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Junk Journals and More's here.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Okay, Angela, I've sent you it. It won't let you join. I'll try again, honey. That's okay. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to invite Angela into our chat. It's the picture with the spool, isn't it, Angela? Because I'm sure I invited you.
Yeah, it's the same one that's on there.
Hi, Julia. Danny, I finally finished it. Do you believe it, hon?
Danny, I've heard so much about you, and I'm going to subscribe to your channel right now, but oh my gosh.
Everybody go check out. If you love fairy, sorry, Ciara, but if you love fairy journals, go check out the last couple Danny just did. Amazing. It is, yeah. And Danny's got a fairy. She actually built a fairy house. Go check that out.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. She has so many different stories. It's amazing. Okay. Is Angela, did she get it? Did you get it, hon? The invite? Technical difficulties, I tell you, with YouTube at times. Okay, so let me open it up. Like I said, it's a 2 signature, but it has a space in the middle. It's massive for the 3rd signature. So I have learnt so much from so many. This is actually my only, I have done journals before, but not technically junk journals, but I have made several and I've sewn in signatures and so on. So, and I did one at a Christmas swap, but I haven't done one since the Christmas swap. So this is the first one since. So this is a little. This banner says fairy, and it's glossy accented. The words. And I'm sure it's showing back the front, of course, but there is a banner that says fairy, and she has sparkly wings and a sparkly dress.
So beautiful.
And she has there's a little door that opens, and inside is another pretty fairy. And she's sitting in the garden, and it is probably doesn't show up, but it is actually on dimensional tape, so it is a little bit 3D.
Jennifer's here. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you, sweetheart? So then I've just done a bit of Battenberg lace. I love Battenberg lace. It's just, I love it. And it's got embroidered. It's embroidered here as well. So that's just the first little bit. And on the inside, I'm trying to hold it so you can see it all, but there's a little pocket. I just kind of folded up the Battenberg lace and put another trim. This tag's done with some Lindy sprays. And this says, there's a lot of quotes in this, and I love quotes. It is a fully dressed journal, so there's lots of tags. I'll try and be quick. It says, dance with fairies, ride a unicorn, swim with mermaids, chase your dreams. And the lace I have hand painted, so it's got variegating greens and blues, and the doily at the top as well.
So beautiful.
Oh, you don't understand what a signature is, honey? Okay, let me explain to you. When you do a journal, a collection of, basically, you choose what pages you want in a journal. So a collection of pages all put together and folded together is called a signature. So you sew each collection of pages in. So this one here, this is one signature. So that's all it is. A signature is just a collection of pages all put together and sewn in. And then you can have one signature, you can have two, you can have three, you can have six, you can have as many as you like. As this is two, and like I said, I've left a big gap in the middle so that the lady that I'm doing it for, because it's going to the UK from Australia, she can either sew another one down the center if she likes, or sew a planner in, put a elastic with a planner or whatever. So this is two signatures. It's 96 pages. It's your standard, now let me think, I didn't measure it, but I'd say it's your standard, well, it's your standard copy paper, which is 11.5 by, is it 9?
8.5.
8.5. Yeah, ours is a bit bigger because of a little bit different for A4 sheets, but not that much. So it would be 9 by 6, and like you can see, the massive spine. Hi, Susan.
Hello, Susan Thatcher.
So, yeah, does that answer your question, Christina? Sorry, I got it right. Yeah, that's just all a signature is. It's just folded pages put together, all different sizes they can be. They don't have to be a certain size. That's just a signature. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
So there's lots of quotes. So this says, until you spread your wings, you'll never know how far you fly. I think this is out of it's either Kaisercraft. I think it's a Kaisercraft paper, that one. I did use a digital kit in this, but there is lots of handmade tags, lots and lots and lots. Those that do journals will know there's lots of hours that go into handmade tags. The digital kit is this one here, and it is Artie Maze's Enchanted Caroline, which I absolutely love. It had fairies and birds and butterflies. It's very pretty. Yeah. So this little tag, this has a little library pocket, this page here. And I might have to put the book down because it's hard to hold it and read the tags. On this it says, loved by someone gives you strength, loving someone deeply gives you courage. So I actually might take the tags and not bother about putting them back in. There's a little envelope here that flips over with a journaling card. This is marble paper. I don't know if you, it's very thin though. I think, hi, hello, Amanda. Hugs, sweetheart. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming by and looking at my epic journal. I'm going to call this the epic journal because it has taken so long. Okay, this has already come off. So this
lots of love has gone into that journal.
It has. This is my favorite tag. Let me put the book down so I can show you. She is adorable. I got this little button from one of the ladies in Junk Journals Down Under. We did a swap, and her name's Roz, and she gave me this little button. So it's got a little journal, an itty bitty journal. She's actually sewn on. Before I show you that, let me just show you the tag. So it's marble paper, and I have got a piece of lace, and there's actually a pocket. And so she slides into that pocket, and I've done the hand painted, just coloured some crochet doilies. So she comes out of that little pocket, and here is the ittiest bittiest journal. She's sewn on, as you can see. She's hand stitched the button, and it's just got lots of different pages to write all your itty bitty secrets in. Isn't it cute?
Fonda's here and Colette. Hey, ladies.
Hello, darling. Hello, Colette, sweetheart. Hello, Fonda. Hi, darling. So that's my favorite tag. I just love her sitting in that little pocket. I just think she's adorable. So I was lucky enough to find some music paper that had like elves and fairies on it. Yeah, so they've got little drawings. There's some tabs on the side. Here is my absolute favorite thing, and I'm sure if you've watched any of my videos, you've heard me rave about the fact that I'm a textile lover. I love fabrics, I love laces, I love textures. That's my first love. So this is my version of crazy patchwork now. My hands don't cooperate. I'm sorry, Angela. I've invited you so many times. It is silly YouTube. I have tried at Hangouts. I've tried to invite you, darling. I'm sorry. After I finish showing this, I'll try again. So every single piece of fabric, and there are lots of different textures and laces and trims. They're all on the machine. I back them with cardstock, and then they're all sewn on individually from the machine. So that's my idea of crazy patchwork on a machine when I can't do my hand sewing anymore. This is a tag that is made out of watercolors. I've watercolored the flowers, and then I've cut them out, put them on a bit of cardstock, and I think it's Perfect Pearls. I have made some butterflies, and they're flying through the air. A little pocket that's just got a journaling card in it. Here's another quote. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're all so sweet. There's lots of quotes, and the quotes were printed out. Let me put it down a bit. The quotes were printed out on vellum, and then from vellum, I've just kind of stitched around them and backed them onto cardstock. So this says, beauty is all around us. And here is as I said, I like textiles. So here is a plush crushed velvet tag, and on it, it has a Cecilia Baker fairy, and she's been stickled around and, of course, embellished. I don't think you need to know. You can see that it's embellished. You don't need to know everything I put on it. There is little pockets on these little tags. These little pockets, they flip. So I've just got journaling cards in both of those. They've both got quotes in them. And then there is, come on hands, there is little journaling cards inside these pockets. And I won't pull them all the way out, but little journaling cards inside these pockets. So this flips. Okay, well, let's do it this way. This flips both that way. Hello, oh, we've said hello to Fonda, haven't I, sweetheart? What's this? My favourite thing so far is the fairy door and the itty bitty fairy journal. Yeah, she's cute. Thank you. This flips up and you can write on that. It's got a little tuck at the top, like a little pocket that you can slide things into. You can write on there. This is just an embellishment. It says, she dreamed beautiful dreams. And here is an itty bitty envelope that beautiful Miss Colette, who's in here, in the chat at the moment, that she gave me when she sent me some things as a prize once for a thank you gift. So it's got a little journaling papers inside. At the top of here, it says, be the rain. I love this quote. Be the rainbow in someone's cloud. Aww. Is that not so true? If we just be an encouragement to somebody, you know, that's what we're here for, I believe. It's what makes life worth living. Okay, so I don't want to, so that flips from there. That flips this way. And then we have, I only did 2 lots. I bought all these fairy stamps and I did 2 lots of stamping, would you believe, in the end. So this says, just for you, fairy wishes. And then on this side, we have a quote from the Fairy Kaisercraft range, and it says, always believe something wonderful is about to happen. So they flip back.
I love those sweet quotes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful quote, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Vanessa. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't say hello. And it's got unicorns in it as well, not as many as fairies, because fairies are like, you know, fairies are just awesome. Unicorns are awesome, but fairies are awesomer. So this just says enchanted, and, you know, it's got, you know, fully embellished. And this pocket, let me show you this pocket. It is so super soft. I don't know if you know what it's made out of. I wonder if anyone can guess. It's super, super soft. Let's see if the recyclers, is there any recyclers in the chat that know?
I know what it is.
You know, because I've told you.
I know.
All right. Scottish Crafton. Okay, your name's coming to me. Oh my goodness, sweetheart.
Sam.
Thank you, Ciara. It is very soft. Okay, I'll tell you. It's a baby wipe. When I was hand dyeing some lace, it just turned out so beautiful. And I was like, I'm not going to throw that out. So I made a pocket out of it. And the bottom bit is actually paper toweling that I had as well when I was hand painting my laces. So that's what I used. So we have 2 recycling. See, Fiona does recycle sometimes. And we have a little pocket. Those that love recycling will be like, yay.
Yeah, for sure do that when you're dyeing.
Lots of fibers. Oh, we've got something stuck here. There we go. Lots of fibers. This is from the Digi kit. Like I said, you'll be able to see all the beautiful images. Every tag you can write on the back of. Here's just a paper ribbon. Another quote, spread your wings and fly. Here's a beautiful napkin. I love this napkin. I've made a pocket out of this one. This one doesn't actually have a tag in it. Some of them I did leave. I thought, Shirley's going to want to have to put something in of herself. Yeah. Wish upon a star. This has a little lace pocket on the inside too. And look at this. Can you see the stickles on that? And the glossy accents. She is adorable.
I just love all the details you put in your journal.
She is just beautiful. I love that fairy. And here is a I coloured in this stamp. So I used alcohol inks and watercolour inks as well. So she's got some dangle trim on her. Another page from the kit. It's just beautiful. Okay, I'll lift this one up. So there's another envelope with a journaling card. I won't take the journaling cards out. They're all beautiful. Oh, actually this one, oh no, they're not. They're just other journaling cards. This is another one of my crazy patchwork tags. I have put this through the paper. I've done the eyelet through the paper. And with all of my tags, Shirley, when she gets this, will say, well, how can I write on the back of that, Fiona? You've got stitching all over it. But I like that look, and I've left on this with the butterfly all the strings on this one. You could write like little words and inspirational like words on that. But if she doesn't like that, she can always glue it, you know, a piece of cardstock or something on the back and have it that she can fully write on it. So that's all hand stitched. Not, I keep saying hand stitched because I'm so used to hand stitching crazy patchwork. It's machine stitched.
Yeah.
Here is, this is very shiny. I really, because this was under copyright, I couldn't copyright it, but this is out of a beautiful book that when I bought a kit from Michelle Scott, she sent me this beautiful fairy and unicorn and kind of fantasy style. I can't think of the artist now, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's got, there we go, that's a bit better. It's not quite so shiny. So that's the unicorn and butterflies. And you flip that over and that says, stop to smell the roses. That flips up, that flips down. This says, I just want pretty things. And here is a hangy tag. Thank you, Tracy Fox, for teaching us that.
Oh, yeah.
You can journal on the back of that. And here is a vintage, this is really, really old. This is cross-stitched, all hand done. Long time since people hand done cross-stitching tablecloths.
Yeah.
You love that, Amanda? Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, hello, Krista. Hugs, sweetheart. I didn't. Thank you very much. Here's another one. So I think all of my crazy patchwork ones are all in the one signature. Here's another one that I've done. And like I said, see how much stitching goes into that. And you probably only half of it showing up. So that's a belly band. It's actually got the lace at the front. So it's a double one and then one at the back. So you can put another tag. Some papers. I'll try and go a bit quicker. That flips out, and so that's the end part of the saying. It said, I just want pretty things and a pair of fairy wings. And here's, you can tuck something under that. The back of that unicorn and the butterflies. There we go, Amanda. There's another look just for you. How much time did it take? Oh, Lisa, because of my hands, because I have an autoimmune disease and rheumatoid, and there were so many days that I couldn't craft, or I could only do, you know, 20 minutes, half an hour. And then there were other times where I could. It's taken, I'm very fussy and I take a lot of time to, I'm a very slow crafter because I try, and even though it's a junk journal, I wanted it really pretty, and it took a lot. There's a lot of hours. That's an Amanda quote. You like that one? This is a napkin that I have done with, I did several things. The first one that I showed with the bird, that was Mod Podge. This one is done with cling wrap. You get a piece of cling wrap and you do it a little bit smaller than the size of your napkin. And I've made a little pocket out of that, and then you iron it on. That's obviously from the kit. A bit of sari silk. This says, let the fairy in you fly. Just the back of, like I said, the pocket. There's tags in all of that.
Oh, Joanne's here. Joanne Lee.
Joanne, hello, sweetheart. Good morning.
Hey, Joanne. I have to subscribe.
I have finished, Joanne. How exciting. Yay, yay. It's done. I'm like, not that I wouldn't say I was over it, but I was excited when it was finished, because in the end I was like, this is just taking me forever. And it was because I was so sick. Here's a glassine envelope, and I just love, I mean, listen to that. Do you not love that sound? I love all the papers, all the different papers. If you've noticed, they're on different colors and textures, and some of them are like almost like wallpaper. So I've embellished that envelope, and with a little button just holds the flap down. This one says, create beauty in your life, little paper ribbon just sewn on. And we are almost coming to the end. Another little journaling card in there. That is what I was saying. The music paper is got, I'll turn it around. It's got like little hand drawings, little sketches of like elves and fairies. It's really cute. And the back of it is the same. It's really cute. I love it. I thought that was so cute. That's from a botanical book. There's a little tuck up here that you can tuck something under that. See, I did leave some blank pages. This says, take inspiration from the beauty of nature. There's another unicorn tag that says, don't stop dreaming. And there we have it. Yay, first signature. Okay, let's see if we can do the second signature a bit quicker. So there's the space for those that haven't came in a little bit later. It was meant to be a one signature journal, but because she had waited so long, I did 2 signatures. There's 96 pages in total between both. I left a section in the middle so that she could either do another signature herself. I would have done 3, except it's already very heavy and it's going to the UK from Australia. So yes, I am, it's going by snail mail. I'm sorry, Shirley, but yes, it has to be snail mail because I don't know. I think already it's probably going to cost a fair bit, but that's okay. So I either thought she could either sew in another signature, or she could do some eyelets, punch in eyelets, do an elastic enclosure and put a planner in it, or however she wants, whatever she wants to do with it.
Yeah, that was a good idea to leave.
Yeah, I thought a planner or a diary or something would be maybe nice. I mean, it is very heavy, and it would be something, certainly not one that you could throw in your bag. This beautiful paper range is the Kaisercraft paper range that or Kaisercraft, depending on how you say it, that they released a couple of months ago. And she's just beautiful. On this page, there's a Hans Christian Andersen quote that says, life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. Here's a piece of him. I love this. It's got a butterfly and it's got a piece of really beautiful embroidered netting fabric. It's just lovely. And this is actually like a double kind of flip. It flips up, and so you can write on that and that. But because I sewed it down, it flips up again, and you can write on that and that. So there's like 4 writing spaces on that.
Yes, I love all the flips and tucks.
And then we have like a little 2 little flaps. This one you can write on the back of both of those. They've both got spaces. And then when you flip them over, there's little pockets. So there's a pocket this side with a tag. And then this little one, and it's got like a little piece of dangle lace. And then on this one, I don't know if you can see her, she's poking out there just, is a tag with the fairy that's stickled. So hang on, there we go. You can see her a bit better. I've got all my trims, all my fibers in the rose. And that has a piece of wedding applique. And here is the beautiful unicorn. How could you not love that? If you love anything that's fantasy, she is stickled to the max. And there's a journaling card in, like, there's journaling cards in all the pockets. I won't go through all of those. Look, a blank page with a tiny bit of washi tape, and that's it. I left a blank page for Shirley to write on without a tag. Here's another glassine envelope. Thank you, Joanne. And this one has a quote on it that says, "Every man's life is a fairy tale written by God's fingers."
I love that. I love that.
Jennifer loves the unicorn. Yeah, isn't she beautiful? That was actually a gift bag. And quite often I will do that. I will buy, I know that, they're a couple of dollars each here, but if it's a stunning picture and you can't get it anywhere else, I'm like, I can cut that up and I can use that. So quite often, usually you've got the fold up piece, so you can use like the full image of one, and then like usually it cuts off a little bit. But I use gift bags all the time.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So this is a little quote that says, "Take time to dream." Two little pockets. One of those envelopes with some beads on the bottom that I don't know who knows what these are called. Okay, you get the string and
Rusty's here. Hi, Rusty.
And you kind of like, I don't know what they're called. I've got
yeah, there's some kind of envelope. I don't know what they're called either.
Hi, Risty. Oh, they've got that unicorn in napkins. Oh. I've got the grosgrain ribbon, which I didn't end up using in this. This is just like a little paper bag with a journaling card. This one says, "Joy is a flower that blooms when you do." That's off a botanical page. Another paper ribbon. Here's a watercolor card. Don't know if it's actually, there we go, it's shiny. The branch is really shiny, and I've just done it with watercolor pencils. Ruby can hear my voice. She knows me. And here is a flower that I've glossy accented, so that's just really shiny, and it says, "I believe in you." Some more sari silk. I love the sari silk. It's just beautiful. And a pocket with obviously a journaling card in it. That's really cute. I like the butterfly. Here is my absolute favorite fabric, and it doesn't, it's hard to show up. Underneath this piece of lace, I actually cut the fabric just so the journaling cards wouldn't catch on the lace. And I've had this for 30 years, and I'm up to probably my last half a yard maybe, or half a meter of it.
Wow.
This says, "Let your sparkle shine." Thank you, Aristi. Little pocket with some, it's so big it's hard to show it, with some embellishments on it. Here's the same kind of fairy that's on the front cover. This is the Kaiser Craft, and I've done some index cards. I just decorated the front, and the index cards are, there's about 3 index cards there. A journaling page that comes from the DigiKit. Okay, come on, hands. All of a sudden they've decided not to cooperate. I stickled some fabric, and thanks to Danny. Danny told us, and I did a little, I think, quick tip on it. In Australia, it's called iron interfacing. And you will believe it, I have a knock at the door. Ciara, can you entertain everyone for a second?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the mail lady.
So I'm actually right now, Colette was just on earlier, and she was showing us a technique that she learned from she learned from Maggie White about putting a paper image on fabric, and I'm actually trying it for the first time, so I'm super excited. I'm putting this, so I'm making these kits right now that are going to be, they're going to be doll tassels. It's a doll, uh, where you, it's like a fabric doll tassel tag. So I wanted to try this out with this technique, and it's working out really cool. Where you get the, you Mod Podge the piece of paper, and then you turn it onto the piece of linen, and then the image imprints onto the piece of napkin. So I'm going super
Oh dear.
slow because I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. We want to see you dinner. Are you back
I'm
now?
back. And Ciara, I need to confess that packages
What?
were not for me, they were for Maggie.
Oh, bummer.
Ciara knows I'm on a do not spend, but the do not spend has
Yeah.
not been working very well. Okay, so I'll just, sorry, Ciara, did I interrupt you, honey?
Oh no, not at all, hon. Go right
Okay,
ahead.
so I've just done the fabric and stickled up the flowers. Lots of tabs, like I said, all the way through. Here's another, I really like this. Oh, that's right, I was explaining with that fabric. Let me go back, sorry. With this, to make the fabric a little bit more stronger, Danny showed us a tip. Now, in Australia, it's called iron-on interfacing, so I've just ironed on. It's what you put, if you watch my quick tip video that I did, it's what you put when you sew collars, make collars, or the front down the part of your shirt where the buttons go, just to make it a bit stiffer. I think in America, you get it from Walmart, and it's called, let me see if I can remember, Pellon. I think it's Pellon is the brand, but basically it's just iron-on or fusible interfacing.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how you iron on your napkins onto it, not just material. You iron your napkins, you take your 2 layers off and you iron your napkins onto it. And instead of using Mod Podge, it makes it so strong. Of course, if you really, really tried, you could rip it, but it's very hard to rip.
Yeah.
Here it's called Katarina. Yes, we do enable each other, Joanne, and I didn't end up getting what I said. I tried. So here's my beautiful glossy accented butterfly with the fairy and a bit of botanical page, little tags or banners at the top, another little tuck spot with a little handmade journaling card that says believe, some more from the DigiKit, a little tuck spot. We're getting there. I'm doing it quicker. Here's another fairy from the Cecilia Baker material. I've done a little pocket, little journaling card just sticking out there. And that's on that, the back of that one that I said, the pocket, with the beautiful daisies. I had to put daisies. Daisies are my favorite flowers next to roses, but daisies, I love them.
Yes.
This little one says magic, little fairy. That was actually from Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. Joanne sent me, here in Australia, we have one of our cheaper kind of stores, is called the Reject Shop, and it had a fairy paper range several months ago. And Joanne sent that to me. So thank you, Joanne. This is in this journal. And the little magic, little paper bag, one of those concertina ones that kind of, expand out. So you can put quite a lot. You could put like a little booklet or whatever you wanted in there. And I just folded it up and made a pocket. So the little tag kind of sits in that. This is another thing that I did with the napkins. I just cut them out and I backed them with the interfacing, and then I sewed them onto a piece of calico and made a pocket. I just embellished that. It's got the bird, the dragonfly, and the butterfly.
I completely love every part of that journal. It's so gorgeous and so full.
Yeah, thank you, darling. It's another flip up, flip down. There is lots of journaling space. When you think, even though it's fully dressed and fully embellished journal, there's lots of places to write. This beautiful fabric, I had my eye on it at Spotlight, and it was $25 a meter, and a meter to those overseas is a couple of inches bigger than probably, I think it's like 91 centimeters is a yard, and so it's 9 centimeters, which would probably be 2.5 inches maybe, bigger. So it was $25, and I thought, I can't justify that, and then I found it on Spotlight online for $10.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yes, I was pretty stoked about that. Here, you use it on fabric too? Yeah, I imagine it looks great. I haven't put it on the fabric. I did see Colette did it today on fabric, and it looked beautiful. Here's some more crushed velvet with a Cecilia Baker flower, a little mini, and I've actually pinned that. I realised it's too late now. I pinned it to the next page, but now it has a hole in it. I meant it only to go on the tag. Here's a little mini tassel that has like a little, I love these little tiny resin roses. I use them a lot.
Yeah, those are so cute.
Some, that's just printed, and I think that's an old vintage one that I found that was copyright free. There's not too many out there. This is the napkin that is done, like I said, with the interfacing, and I'm pulling that. All that is ironed on, and I'm really pulling that, and it just does not break. And then I've done that as like a little flip. So you kind of flip it over. I've sewn it on with some trim, and it has a tag inside it, just a handmade tag. And then we have the back of the ones that I've put the pockets in, so they all have tags in them. Lots of fibers. That one pulls, almost to the end. That one pulls out and has that beautiful, look at her. She's just adorable. And of course, I can't get it back in. I've left it blank on the back of these ones so that she could write something on the back. Here's another Kaiser Craft. I fussy cut her out. The Kaiser Craft fairy. And just, this is like a wallpaper. I really like the feel of the textures. That's what I love. I love the papers that are all different. And there we have the back of the signature. Bye, Joanne. Sorry, sweetheart.
Bye, Joanne.
And then we have a concertina pocket that can fit whatever you like in it.
Laurel's here. Hi, Laurel.
Hi, Lorelli. Sorry, sweetheart.
I didn't even see her. I saw Angela said Laurel. I don't see her on here, though. It must not be.
Oh, Laurel. Thank you, darling. I'm sorry. I did.
Oh, there she is right there. Yep.
Yeah, I did get Ciara. I asked Ciara if she could post it in groups and stuff for me because I don't know how to do that. And she did, but maybe I don't know whether all of them came up. And so this has, just in the back of this one, this has a little tag. This is the back page that I've wrote on it. And it says, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. And that's by Coco Chanel. And this is another one of those index cards. It's got like several, I think I've got 2 layers on this. And so I decided that I would write Shirley a little note. Instead of having a card, I would put that in the back pocket. So, or maybe I should put it in the front pocket actually, because that would be the first thing she would read. So that is my journal. So thank you so much for looking at that. I'm happy with it. it wasn't what I thought it would turn out to be. It was a bit different, but I really like it. I think it turned out beautifully, and I'm sure that she will love it. It's going to go out to the mail. What? I can't get on YouTube. I know. I'm going to send it to you now again, Angela. I might see if it works. Yeah, I asked Ciara if you wanted to join us, Lorelli, and she said that you had still had your family there, so I didn't want to interrupt your family. How did Laurel tell me? How did that graduation go, honey? Was it beautiful? Did you get pictures?
Wait to see the pictures.
All right, Angela, I will invite you now again, hon. I will try. So now that I've finished the journal, if everybody wanted to, or whoever wanted to stay and chat, we were just going to do some crafting. I was going to attempt. I won't show Amanda. I scrapped that idea of what I started. I'll move the journal now. I can put that up here and let's hope it doesn't fall down. I was making this box.
Yes, I do, Rusty. I just got logged out here. I'm careful, man.
Okay, Angela, I've sent you an invite. Did you get it?
Yeah, Heavenly said the journal is incredible, Fiona. You can see how much love and care you put into every single detail.
Oh, thank you, darling.
And I don't know what.
The ladies want to know how long it took. Okay. Oh gosh, it took months only because it wouldn't take months if my hands weren't as bad as what they were. It took months. I will be honest, and it took lots of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Danny. Hugs, sweetheart. Thank you so much for all your inspiration.
Thank you for coming,
and
Danny.
Thank you
I
for coming,
subscribe
darling.
to all you new ladies. I can't wait to check out your channels. It's so cool to meet new people. And
Danny just makes pretty journals.
A lot of you. Amazing.
She's the pretty journal queen, I say.
Yes.
So, Amanda, this was the box that I was going to make the mini album out of. I decorated it yesterday. I was really happy with the outside papers. I thought it was really pretty. And Amanda, you read I must have, the way I wrote it. I hadn't started this until I seen your video. I seen your video and I was like to Ciara, I'm going to make one of them. I said, Amanda's, yeah. I said, I'm not going to wait for Amanda's tutorial. I'm going to have a go. So it was you that inspired me. So I guess because I looked at it and then I started making it, but then I went back and I made the comment. You must have thought I'd already started it. I was making one at the same time. No, I'd seen your video and I was like, I've got to make that. So what this is going to be, but I'm going to start again because the papers are too thick. And that's my fault because I used thick papers and then I didn't like the other side and I wanted to put something on the other side and it's just not going to work. So this is going to stick to the cover. So then it concertina's out and it's like going to be a mini album with like papers, on the inside. But because it's so thick already, there's no way I could put papers on this. And then you'd be putting photos. It won't work.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. It's like a little concertina mini album. And thank you, Amanda. You definitely inspired me. So I'm going to start from scratch. What are you going to do, Ciara?
So
let me click on you.
So for the past couple of days, I've been working on putting these kits together and getting all the digis and stuff because I'm going to make a paper doll or not paper doll. It's going to be like a fabric doll tassel or paper or fabric doll tassel kit. So I got all my images and I finally got, there's going to be like fairies and pretty hat ladies, and I've been on with Fiona and I've been working on this for like a couple of
You've
days,
done
but
really well. Look at those fairies. Like,
yeah, I
serious.
went and I cut out all the background off of all of them and cropped them all so they're all, you can cut them all out or you can print them on fabric, and you can make like this one right here. I use the method that this one is. Let me show you what she looks like. So this is what she looks like, but this is what she turned out to look like after I did the method that Colette showed. So
Okay.
this is the original one, and then this is if you put Mod Podge on it and then put it on there, then this is how it turns out. So like if you don't have a printer, you can do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how clear it is, but I don't. This isn't too bad or anything. It's not so bad, and this is my first try. So, but I'm gonna cut around. I'm gonna sew around this, and then I'm gonna cut around it, and I'm gonna make a tassel with this. So, and I shrunk her down a little bit too. So I'm
Oh,
really
it's
excited.
beautiful.
So I'm gonna try to make one of those doll tassels with the kits that I'm putting together. So.
So what did you put over the top of it, darling? Sorry, again, the Mod Podge.
So I just followed Colette's tutorial that she got inspired by Maggie White. And so I took the image, the paper image, and I put Mod Podge, just soaked it in Mod Podge, and then I turned it over and put it on the muslin. And then I went and I rolled it. I just used this, something that was round, and I just rolled it
Yeah.
until it was completely stuck down. And then I took water and then slowly peeled the paper off of it, like she did
Wow.
with her finger.
That's
And
awesome.
that's how it turned out
She is
without
beautiful,
printing.
isn't she? And do you know what? It looks better on the fabric than what it does on the paper. It looks more vibrant.
Really? You think? Are you serious?
Oh, okay. Well,
See
hang
this?
on. Pick it up and put them together. The colors are
It's way
different.
more. There is a color difference. This is like greens and like almost turquoise colors, and this is like blue china.
Yeah,
So
I
I
guess.
like.
Yeah. Well, considering it's a fabric image, when I print on fabric, I use like, the I back my paper, onto the back of the fabric. I put the freezer dried paper, and then I put it through my
Yeah.
printer. So when I put it through my printer, I think that image is quite, for a colored image, is quite good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kristen, that it doesn't work for you. I just like took my sweet time and just went super slow. Like the whole time Fiona was showing the journal, that's how long it took me to like completely get it all the paper off. And then after I did that to make it shiny, I just did exactly what Colette did, and I used the glossy accents, and then I just rubbed that on with my finger too. So I just did exactly what Colette
Okay.
showed, and
I do know
it worked pretty well. And
Sonia
I mean,
Steptoe has done that, a similar
yeah,
technique. So
yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
I
I
don't know,
mean,
Krista, if it's
it's been done by a whole bunch of people when like people used to do that all the time back in the day before people printed on fabric. That's how they did it.
Yep,
Like
yep,
I
to
mean,
get
like
their
3 or 4
images.
years ago, that's just what they did.
Yep.
So, I mean, a lot of people have done it before, and there's a bunch of different mediums and stuff they use. And
Okay.
oh, I'm sorry, Krista,
Oh, that's a
but
shame, Krista.
yeah, it takes a bit of practice, Krista, but
I
also
don't know if I want to
taught,
make this a
yeah,
pretty
taught you
box.
have the vintage look.
I think
You
because
can
of the
see the
person I'm
things
doing
that
it
you
for,
match
maybe
in.
I should. I was going to do these vintage papers, but you know what? I think I might.
Good
I think
night,
I might shelve
Arlene.
that.
Thank you, uh,
It's
Angela.
beautiful.
Arlene looks like she's going to sleep. So I was thinking, and I don't know how if I'm gonna sew. I'm probably gonna just sew around this by hand. I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't know though yet if I'm gonna
Oh,
sew
to
around
make, are you, you mean to, are you
just
going to
make it
make her
stuff.
like stuff her with something?
Yes, I'm gonna make her
Okay.
stuff. So she's
Yeah,
gonna be
I would
like
sew around. I would
a
just do
stuffed
similar to what I did
doll.
with the fairy book, just sew around the edge, give it a little bit of an edge. You could do a tattered edge.
Yeah, it's probably gonna end up being a tattered edge, and so I'm just gonna do a little bit of sewing around the edge,
Here's
just
the
kind
lovely
of
Judy. Hi, Judy, sweetheart.
nothing super intricate. Hi, Judy. But I'm so excited for this kit because I just have seen these and I just love them, love them, love them. And I just,
Yeah, I think
oh
they're
my
beautiful.
God, they're
Okay, I
so
think
cute.
because I'm making it for somebody who I'm not going to say because they might be in chat. Um, I think I'm going to go pretty papers. I was going to go vintage, but I think pretty papers for the, and I'm choosing thinner papers. So the trick with this box is to make sure that you don't have the papers too thick, because that's what I did wrong the first time. They were the cardstock, it was kind of like thick scrapbooking paper. And so because I didn't like the other side, I liked this side, but I used this first. I wanted to back it. And then, of course, you want to put some mats on it. It was just going to be so thick that it wasn't going to work. So the trick is don't have your papers too thick because you're going to have a couple of layers.
Are you back on you? Judy's, yeah. Hi, Judy. Hi, Kathy.
I am back on me
Kathy's
for a second, but now I'm back on you, darling, because I just wanted to explain that.
Oh no, you stay on you,
No,
hon.
you off you go.
I was
I want you to. I want you to show us what you're going to do with this tassel.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I just need to get a needle to work with.
So tell me, has everyone had a good weekend?
I hope everybody has.
I hope so. It would be, let me guess, it would be Sunday afternoon for most people, correct?
Yep, in the States.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, here's another one that goes. It's so hard when you've got lots of different scrapbooking papers and they sit there for so long and you never get to use them, and you're like, they don't kind of match anymore, and you're like, what do I do with this?
Yeah,
I'm trying to use up, I don't have that many pads actually, to be honest. I'm trying to use up some of the ones that I do have that I haven't used for a while. Oops. I didn't see your comment, Laurel. I'm sorry, darling. I don't know if you answered. Was the graduation lovely, sweetie?
Lisa said it's Sunday, 6:30 p.m. her time.
Where are you, Lisa?
I think she's in.
Angela, I have sent you about 4 invites. I don't know why.
Yeah, she said don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Not gonna work. Sometimes it's just a little, but like that.
Yeah, it's there. It's the right, because I've invited you before. It's the right channel. I haven't got it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, we're reaching for another paper pad just to add.
I know Fiona's time, it's like 5 in the morning or something.
No, it's 8:26 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was earlier. It was a bit early before, but I was up 5. Well, I was up and down all night as usual. Anybody that has insomnia and has mental health condition like I do with bipolar, then you know that you don't sleep at the best of times. But every now and then, my body, last night I was in so much pain, and this morning I had swollen legs and feet so badly. So I just had to lay there despite the fact that I couldn't sleep. Elevation.
Yeah, elevate those bad boys.
Yeah. I've got lots of blue and green papers. This is going to be blue and green, I've decided. Okay, now I've got too many choices as usual, and I won't know.
Don't use too many papers like you did last time.
Oh, you know me. Anybody that ever watches me craft will know. Oh, Angela's been up since 1:30 a.m.
Oh,
She
geez.
has been. Have you been chronically crafting, or have you been just chronically? Has that been a chronic crafting, Angela, or has that just been a chronic pain? Yes, darling.
Yeah.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. It's never pleasant, that is for sure. Yeah.
I feel for you, ladies.
Yeah. So what has everybody been up to for the weekend? Do you have plans if you're in the States and it's Memorial Day tomorrow? Have you got plans with your family? Is there something that you do for it? Is there anything special that you do? Do you go out? Ciara, explain to me, do they have explain to me, number one, what your understanding of Memorial Day is, and then what do people generally do?
Day, what it means to us is we remember all the people who have passed away. What number? Ouch.
Okay.
It's in just memory of all people that have passed away in war, and fought for our country and fought for our freedom. So we're just, it's just a day to remember them, and
so very similar to our Anzac Day,
love them, and just
Remembrance Day. Yeah.
Show your thankfulness for them. And a lot of people get together with their families, and they spend time with their families and friends, and they do like a barbecue or something just to kind of hang out and remember the good old, the good times, and remember the family that you've lost and stuff. So a lot of times they say it's like it's the first like barbecue that you'll have of the year, just because it's usually like the first nice weekend. It's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
But it's been turned into a lot of different things that it's not,
Okay.
for. Like, people use it as a like party kind of thing, but that's not what it's really for.
No, of course not. It's meant to be something of reverence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a remembering, thing. So
yeah,
I mean, it just depends, I guess, how each family decides to celebrate it. But yeah, that's what it's meant for.
So it's very similar,
a lot of people go camping because it's a 3-day weekend. So a lot of people go camping, and it's like their first camping trip of the summer and stuff like that.
Oh, so it sounds like very similar to our Remembrance Day, and like not Remembrance Day, Remembrance Day and our Anzac Day. Basically, we remember those that have fought for us, for our freedoms, and that we remember the sacrifices that have been made.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they said, Angela said, we will just be remembering family members we've lost in war or have passed, Kathy said, my friend and I volunteer to put flags on graves at the cemeteries
Oh,
and
that's
candles for the
beautiful, Kathy.
veterans. That is very
Oh,
sweet.
darling, that's absolutely beautiful that you've
Yeah.
taken
Says,
your
yes,
time to do that.
it's not a drinking holiday like people, like we treat,
No.
just like St. Patrick's Day and Mardi Gras and, Fat
Yeah.
Tuesday or whatever it's called.
It's meant to be a day of
People use
respect.
our 4th of July, they're all used in
Yeah.
reasons they're not supposed to, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
As
And
far
that,
as time.
that's a good,
But
a good, like you said, there's plenty of other days for all of those kind of activities, I'm sure.
there is.
Did you ever get a song stuck in your head and you just, you just can't make it budge?
Yeah.
Judy, are you still
what?
here,
You know what will
sweetheart?
make it go away? You know what will make
Yeah,
it go
Judy,
away?
are you still here? Because it's a song. I was talking to Angela about the song yesterday, and the song has come from you. And I was listening to it again early hours this morning when I was listening to some music, and it is Natalie Grant, More Than Anything. And it is over and over and over, and it will not, it's just in my head, Judy. When you talked about that day, you impacted me more than you'll ever know. That was a huge turning point for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Anzac Day is, you're right, Amanda. Anzac Day here is kind of like, because it's a public holiday, the whole day is a public holiday, it kind of tends to be a bit of a booze up with, that's an Australian, as you know, booze up. I'm sure you know that word. That tends to be what it is. It's kind of like, your beers with your mates, and it's the only day that it's legal to do two up, which is where they throw the coins in the air and play that game. It's kind of the only day that game is legal. I don't know why, but it is.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Two up.
Two up is exactly what I said. It is basically throw the. They have two. Amanda, do you want to explain it? They have two coins, heads and tails. They have it on a wood with like a little resin. It's kind of receded in. And
so it's kind of like gambling.
Oh yeah, it's gambling, all right. That's what they used to play in the war. That's why I think they keep it for Anzac Day. But excuse me, it people just use that day as a booze up.
Yeah, it sounds like our 4th of July. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I prefer that. I used to go, to the parades. I just can't stand for that long, and there's, unless you take yourself a fold-up chair, I just can't do it for the Anzac parades.
You guys have fireworks and stuff that day then?
No, they don't do that on Anzac Day. They just do. They usually do, the march of all of the veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And usually in your local council area, they usually have the dawn service. So they have it at the war memorial parks, and they have a dawn service where they, have different things that they have showing what's happened previously. They always have, oh gosh, now I've forgotten what it's called.
Yeah, she said Remembrance Day for sure, Fiona. Anzac Day is also about
Yeah.
that. And then Judy said, let me what the healer more than the healing. Oh,
that's the song. Let me want the savior more than the saving. That is the song that's in my head. It just won't budge. Won't budge.
You gotta sing it out loud. You gotta sing it out loud, and then it will budge.
Oh no, you don't want to hear me sing.
No, I want to hear you sing.
No. Ciara, how many people are watching right about now?
Uh, 13, it looks like.
Okay, well, we'll end up with about 0 if I open my mouth and sing. I used to be, to be honest, when I was 5 years old in kindergarten, because I used to love to sing. I always loved to sing. Like most people, you sing wherever you are, and singing lifts your soul and makes you feel better. And so I've always sung. But when I was in kindergarten, which is in Australia, that's the first year of school,
Yeah.
I learnt the 12 Days of Christmas. Don't tell me, because I've got such a bad, I don't even understand why at 5 my memory was a lot better than what it is now, because I can't remember what we had conversation an hour ago, let alone remembering a whole song. But the 12 Days of Christmas is what I sung, and my teacher got me to sing in the whole of the infants, which is kindergarten years 1, 2, and 3. No, kindergarten year 1 and 2. The whole infants assembly, she got me to sing the 12 Days of Christmas in front of everyone. So I did that. And then when I was in year 4, I loved to sing. I had been part of the choir and for several years, and my teacher that year just happened to be the choir teacher. And I was in my awe. Well, my mother, God bless her, I love my mother. She went to the teacher, and she told the teacher, because I struggled with, your basic reading. I struggled. Wherever I got, I had to work really, really hard to get where I got, and to get the position that I got when I, left school and graduated. And anyway, my mother marched up to the school, and do you know what she did?
What?
She said, "You need to teach my," like, they don't even use this concept anymore, Mother, but obviously back then they must have. She said, "You need to teach my daughter reading, the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic." Well, number one, writing doesn't start with the R. It starts with W, Mother. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. She said, and that's what you need to be teaching my daughter, and not so much of this singing all the time.
Oh.
So that became the end of my choir
career.
That was it. Year 4.
She became the princess that she is today.
Bless her. Hello, Deanna, sweetheart. How are you, darling?
So Heavenly Imagining said that you're right. It is a game that they played in the war to pass time. They also have a special cookie called the Anzac Biscuit. Lisa says, what does it mean when they talk about bank holiday in UK? I'm pretty sure that means when the bank is closed. So like for us, like Memorial Day, the bank's closed. Labor Day, the bank's closed. 4th of July, the bank's closed. Christmas Day, the bank's closed. And then to LL, Fiona, scripture says make a clundal noise. Joyful noise. Oh,
you want me to make a joyful noise? Oh, I'll make a joyful noise, all right.
Yes, sadly, we are losing our Anzacs so often. Their children or grandchildren march in their steed.
It is sad. It is sad that things have changed, that, people...
Danina said, hello, Fiona.
Dee, I loved catching the end of your live, and I have joined Deanna's Facebook group, Ciara, and I'm excited because they're doing this scavenger thing at the moment, and when they finish that, so that's already closed, but when they finish that, guess what their next little thing that they're doing? It's to do with textiles. Because at the moment they're working in their art journal.
Danina live a few times. She's a real character.
The next one is to do with textile. She's not saying too much about it, but I'm like, yay. Right up my alley.
Yeah, for sure.
Love fabrics, textiles. So I am just cutting the top. I'm just decorating the outside of the box, and then
Are you on you now?
No. No.
You should. You should be.
Oh, no, I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is just cutting the top paper and
All
putting.
I'm doing is sewing, hun.
Okay, all right. I do have my paper cutter sitting in front of me, but that's only because I'm going to be using it constantly. So I've just cut the top page. I've finally chose the top page, and I found this double-sided tape. That's the red heat tape. I love it. I was just using the normal double-sided tape, and then I found this. I bought it because I was actually going to do some embossing and I wanted to put something down, and this is so much stronger. It grips, it doesn't lift, but once you put this down, you better make sure you put it in the right position.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it grips pretty quick.
Come back up.
I have tried to move it yesterday a little bit, and it lifted the papers. So it's really thick tape. I don't know if anyone's used it before. I think Amanda's used it because I think I have seen it on hers.
I have never used it before.
Yeah, it's really thick and very sticky, extremely sticky. Oh, you're playing with Timmy paper. Oh, how could we be surprised, Angela?
That's so surprising. I can't believe.
Gee, Angela, I'm shocked.
Yes, I'm just completely shocked with that.
We all know that Angela has a.
Entering again, Angela. See if you can enter yet. Your own
Has anybody else been having problems with YouTube with or Google Hangouts with invites and that kind of thing? Because at first I couldn't get it up. I couldn't. It wouldn't. It was saying taking too long to load, and I had nothing else up. So it wasn't my. I don't know what was going on. Whether it was my connection or what.
Very frustrating.
So there's the lid. I've just done the lid. Yay! Just the top. Now I'll do the sides. And this is my great idea of measuring. Everybody, you get your paper cutter. For those that hate measuring, I line it up on my paper cutter and I go, okay, that is 3.5 again by where is my 1.25, I think. No, a little bit less, 1.125, and that is how I do it. Nothing too technical here. Okay, that way. So I just cut my papers to 1.125. I'll just make sure I've got it right. No, I did not measure that right. It was 1.125, and I did 1.25. So you do use it, Amanda. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Do you like it? So what's everybody else working on?
Yes.
Are you crafting?
Laurel said she was outside. Are you crocheting, Laurel?
Is it lovely weather there, Laurel?
Yeah, she said it was like going to be in its 90s.
Oh, beautiful.
All weekend. It's sunny here today. It wasn't the last couple of days though.
Okay, why is that side longer than that side? So sometimes it helps to measure, and sometimes I just go, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying these days with paper crafting not to be so much of a perfectionist with how I am with my textiles, but it's easier with junk journals because junk journals you kind of, you don't have to be that way. The less you know, that you like that, the better. But I think when you're making, because I'm going to make a mini album soon with that, I finally got my hands onto that Graphic 45 fairy dust. So I've got enough to make a mini album. And I think once I do that, I think you've got to get your measurements right. Is that right, Amanda? 93? Oh, my goodness, Laurel. 97, wow, it feels like. Oh, dear. Oh, Lorelli, you'll be sweltering.
Yes, don't be in the sun too much though, because Laurel's allergic to the sun. So don't get.
Well, you'll end up looking like a beetroot.
Yes.
So these little boxes, like I said, you can get them at they come in a pack of 3 here in Australia, and you can get them just at your kind of cheap shop, dollar store, or whatever you want to call it. Nothing in Australia is $1. I think I paid a couple of dollars for them, but that was okay. I was happy with that.
Yeah, they got those. You can buy boxes at the dollar store. They're not. Well, actually, I think they do have craft color ones, because I know they have ones that are like.
These are more pearly. This one's a cream, like a pearl. Yeah, it's got like a pearlized effect to it. So I'm trying to make them a little bit smaller so that you could kind of see just the edge. Yeah, because it's quite pretty. You're going to laugh when you see the micro mini album tutorial. I made so many mistakes. Oh, Amanda, I'm sure that you do a good job. All your tutorials, for those that absolutely love paper crafting, Amanda does. If you're not subscribed to Amanda from Heavenly Imaginings, go and subscribe to her. You won't regret it. She's fun. She's a lovely lady.
Lots of good ideas.
Oh, you're just trying to wake up, darling. You are not a morning girl. You're a night owl.
Fiona's both.
YouTube had a glitch, but yeah, I'm both. I'm just.
She's always awake.
Not always. I do sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
As you found out this morning, when whatever time it was, 2:30 or whatever it was my time, I was messaging you, and then all of a sudden I went silent. That means I've dropped off to sleep. I know you know that now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, say a couple of things and then go to sleep.
Send me a sticker and then go to sleep.
Oh, I'm the sticker queen. If anyone wants to message me on Messenger, if you haven't worked out by now, Ciara says I'm the sticker queen or something like that.
I don't even think they're called stickers. They're called like gifts.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I call them stickers because she has like a million stickers.
Oh,
she's always
hang on a minute. It's not a million.
I don't know how much it is, but she has I call them stickers, but I don't know what they are. They're called like GIFs or graphic whatever.
Oh yeah, they are too. No. Those ones are called stickers.
Oh, they are called stickers?
Oh, okay.
But, Fiona likes she has one for like everything. She likes to use them. It's cute.
So nobody's told me what they're making. Let me see. You need to get on top of Happy Mail over the next couple of days to send out the parcel for you, Fiona. Way overdue one. Oh, yes. I was actually thinking, because what's the date today? The 28th. I was thinking, I wonder, but that's okay. You know what? It'll be fine, Amanda. I can wait. I was wondering, had you forgotten me? Because I know you did it. I was like, Amanda's forgotten me. No, I didn't think that. I knew that you've been busy. Amanda's been doing 100. Is it a challenge, Amanda? 100 things challenge?
Oh wow.
She's come up with some awesome, like, yeah, you've got to like make 100 things. Is it one thing every day, Amanda, or how does it work? I forget. You can explain it. But she's up to 39, I think now. She's done 39 already.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I reckon she's the mini queen. She
You know
comes
what?
up with
I
all these.
love mini everything. You know what? I've actually made a mini album before. They are lots of fun.
Yeah, didn't you make one in
really,
like a teddy or like a little suitcase?
those were like mini journals, but I made a little
Or like a mini album. Okay.
yeah, I've made a mini or micro mini album too, and they're lots of fun and they're super cute and they are just I just love them. They're really cute. I've made actually a couple of them because I made one a Valentine's Day one, and then I made one with this really pretty shabby chic paper.
Oh, you're working on your Rosy Posy trinket box, Judy. Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome, Judy.
I know you're going to share it when you're finished. You're going to do a project share, right? Because I'd love to see it. Rose's kits are just beautiful. I so wish I lived over there. I told her I was going to come to the States just so I could
just to buy her kits. Yeah. I have to turn off my screen for a second because I got
to
message my husband. He went to the store. Yep. I'll be right back.
So that's looking a little bit, I've done a couple of the sides. Very pretty so far. I'm very slow, like I said, because of my hands, I'm a little bit slow. Oh, Judy, please share it. Please. I love seeing like all the kits.
Yes.
Everybody's take on how they do, you know, the same kit and just how they do it is just amazing. Because it is a beautiful, I mean, Rose's kits are just, I mean, you're working with beautiful materials, but just to see how everyone does things differently, I love it. See, Julia wants to see it. Go, Julia. Julia's on my side. Judy Evans Parker, you're getting the whole long thing. Don't you dare. That is not true at all. Excuse me. Who did the spring hop? I was a bit behind in that because of the last hospital thing. But who did the spring hop? And
is she not seeing she's an amazing crafter? You are such an amazing crafter, Judy.
Obviously. Yeah, see, Judy, we're all going to be on to you now.
Yep, we're going to be on your butt. That's not good.
Yep. That is not true at all. Judy, you make beautiful things. And I absolutely love, you know how you laughed at yourself when you did that for the shabby spring hop, you did the hat. You had to do the hat and you were laughing by the fact that, you know, you made something and then you thought, oh, well, what you did was absolutely amazing. I loved it. And I'm sure that your granddaughters, all those beautiful things you've made to decorate that room, they're going to love. Oh, it's Dances with Pitfalls, 100 Things, Amanda. Okay, so you make 100 things from what you already own. So you're not allowed to spend any money. At the same time, oh, you're up to 37. I thought it was 39. Okay. I did watch it and I was like, oh.
Is it 100 different things, or can you make
like? Oh no, 100 different things.
Oh, all going to be so different if you make projects. Like 5 embellishments, it only counts as one thing. Yep. Unless like 5 different embellishments or whatever.
No, it's got to be 5 different projects.
Oh wow. And oh yeah, I do remember the challenge. You can only make it with what you have in your stash, and the only things that you can buy between when you start it and stop it is like glue or adhesives or something like that. No, you can't buy any craft supplies from when you start the challenge
Yeah,
till when you're
only
trying
just
to.
your glue and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I should do that too. That would be fun. We should do that. That would be fun.
I have a challenge as it is. No, I have a challenge. I have a challenge.
Fiona's challenge is just not spending money.
Excuse me. She loves me. I tell
I
you not.
do. I do.
Yeah, yeah.
You may not be able to tell, but I do.
Well, my challenge is finding my craft supplies because everything's such a mess. But the good news is, out of a bad situation, I now have a craft room. And so later on this afternoon,
Yeah.
there's still part of my son's things in the room. Half of it is moved to the side, but we have laid out my fold out table. So later on this afternoon, I'm going to work on moving a couple of things in there. The only problem is the lighting is not working in there. The light is not working. I don't know whether they need to rewire it or something, but we have changed light globes 1,000 times. We've tried to fix it. So they need to call the electrician in and fix this because
Yes.
I want a light in my craft room. I'm not just going to, I want to
Have
be
to
able
use
to
an
close the door.
extension cord or something. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I want to be able to close the door on the nights that I can't sleep and be able to
Yes.
do a little bit of crafting. Because at the moment I'm out at the end of the dining room and the light just shines in and I annoy everybody.
she, she wakes everybody up at like 2 a.m.
Or like 5 a.m.
Caffeine.
I decide to chat and then people go and then they go, my son and Maggie goes, Mom, like I think it was 2 weeks ago, I don't know what time it was, and they go, do you realize it's a Sunday morning? I said, yeah, I've been up for hours.
She
Isn't
knows,
that
she just don't care.
isn't
She's
that
like,
considerate of me? Doesn't everybody think I'm such a sweet person? So you all think I'm such a sweet, lovely person, but I can just be as selfish with the best of them.
hey, when you want to craft, you should be able to craft. That's your go-to.
Yeah, it is. It makes me feel, it's my happy place.
Yes.
You like the colors, Judy? Thank you, darling. What are you doing, Ciara?
So I just got back, and so I've sewn around most of my angel, but I have to just now, I'm gonna cut her out. I mean my fairy, not my angel.
She's very pretty. I love her. And I love the aqua colors.
Yeah, and I have some, because with these kits, there's going to be a ton of fibers coming with them. So you'll have like all the lace and fibers to cut up to for the tassel. Oops, I'm not.
Awesome. So that'll be good.
And
So you've got plenty of
and you have, yeah,
materials
a
to
whole
work
bunch
with as
of
usual with
different,
your kids.
yeah, a whole bunch of different fibers and lace and all that fun stuff to put in the tassel part of the.
Yeah, she's tempting you. No, she is. She's doing a tassel kit. It's and she's just putting it together to see how it all goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost done with the kit, but I just wanted to,
Make one up
make one
yourself.
myself first before I made sure that everything would work right. So, but yeah, look at these beautiful fibers and they match. Look how well they match. You see that? You
Oh,
see
okay.
that, Fiona?
Sorry, Sierra. Amanda said with that challenge, she must have asked whoever was hosting it, Dances with Pitbulls, that she said a call for cardstock because mini albums take lots of cardstock.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Sorry, go on, Sierra.
Yeah, like to buy your blank cardstock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like the main. I'm sure that's the thing that you can use. buy.
Yeah, your essentials, like, yeah, you're not allowed to buy.
Just like new
Yeah.
papers or whatever.
Well, I would fail at that challenge because it would take me 100 things would, let's be honest, 100 things would take me more than a year. And if I couldn't spend for a whole year, well, we just might as well say it's over. Oh, at least I'm honest. What you see is what you get with me, lady. So I don't pretend to be anyone else. I'm not.
No, nothing wrong with that.
That's the truth. It would take me 100 things. Would take me. I don't even want to think.
Well, you should do smaller things. I think a lot of people do smaller crafts and like embellishments and.
That's why when I seen this box that Amanda showed on her 100 things, I was like, I can do that, and I'm going to do that for somebody.
Yeah.
I was kind of halfway through starting a pocket letter for this specific person, and I thought, oh no, I like this idea better.
I know, you're always starting and stopping.
I'm starting, and then I get inspired by something else, and then I'm like, yeah, I think I'll have that. But that's what crafters and creators do. Yeah, like, how many projects? How many long-term projects that I have on the go? I've got the end of that bed runner, which is the crazy patchwork one. That's all hand stitched and all hand embellished, and I just have to wait for my hands to improve a little bit more to work on that. I have a embroidered tablecloth that I've been working on for about, well, I haven't done it for the last year, but I'd worked on it for the previous year. And I have started a quilt that I did one lesson for, and then I couldn't afford the $70 each lesson, $70 to start a quilting course. That was ridiculous. So that's sitting there, but I will eventually. I've got the pattern. I'll just teach myself. That's usually how
I mean, there's lots of YouTube videos for quilting.
Yeah, so I've got 3 long-term projects and a couple of little ones, that 1 or 2 that I've like, I want to do that. I've started kind of the cut out things of it, and then I haven't finished it.
It's fine. Okay. Get a little bit of
Could be worse.
Stuff this lady up. Needs to be stuffed.
Judy asked, she said, I'm on your auto ship, right, Ciara?
What?
I didn't know you had an auto ship. Judy said, I'm on your auto ship, right, Ciara? Oh, Judy, can you come teach me if you taught quilting for free?
Oh, you mean you want one of these kits, Judy? For sure. Is that what you mean, hun? Yeah, I guess I don't really have an auto ship. I've just been making a lot of stuff lately because I've been de-stashing. Lots of de-stash kits.
She said, yes, hon, I do.
Okay. Yep, there will be one for you, my dear. Always.
I know, Amanda. I seen it. I seen Craft Online. That's our major crafting online store in Australia. I seen that they had the $4.99 packs. I'm hoping, because it's a weekend special, I'm hoping that it will last until Thursday, but I know that once the Wednesday specials come, it goes, and that's the end of that for me. And I don't have even the $4.99 to pay for it.
What is it you want?
Oh, they were cardstock packs that were half price. Yeah. Really beautiful, different colors and different textures, and really nice cardstock. And cardstock's so expensive.
Oh, it is over there. It's trendy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't get that. When you go through it quite quickly with, say, as Amanda said, with a mini album, yeah, you know, you kind of think, well, gee, this one mini album, you know, by the time you get your scrapbooking papers, and then you get, you know, your embellishments, and then you get whatever else, you know, your cardstock, and your tapes, it becomes, any wonder people sell it for quite a lot.
Yeah. I know that yeah, I know mini albums take a lot of the, you know, either whatever color cardstock you're using.
Yeah.
I mean, the printed
I've never made
paper.
one, so I'm soon to find out.
Yeah.
I was going to cut into, because I've got an 8x8 pad with that fairy dust, and I have just not the deluxe, but just the 4x4. I mean 12x12. 4x4. I'm thinking about what I'm cutting now. The 12x12, just the normal one, not the deluxe one, just the one with the stickers. So you only get 2 pieces of paper with the 12x12. With the 8x8 pad, you get 3, but I shared them with my friend Joanne. And so I was going to cut into the 8x8 like pad and make something, and then I thought, oh, I probably will need those sheets.
Yeah,
because it does take a lot to do all those flip outs and flip ups and
the
mats and
all the mats and the whatever those things are called.
Oh, I'm getting chastised. I'm not going to start it. Amanda is chastising me. Thank you very much, beautiful heavenly imaginings. Fiona, you finish what you start, young lady. I can hear her now.
You get her. Get her. Get
Amanda, I love you. And do you know what? You know, you should know. I don't know how you do it. But when you have bipolar, it's easy to start things, you know, and well, number one, when you're depressed, it's hard to do anything. But when you're the other way, I could do 60 things. Well, I think I can do 60 things. I think I'm superhuman, but I'm not. Was that your phone ringing, doll?
Yes, I don't know why. I do know why, but my stinking family always has to call me.
40 quilts that you've started. See, 40 quilts. Judy, she's a crafter, she's a creator, she's a designer. Yep, 40 quilts she started and never finished. Well, Judy, you can just come over here to Australia, bring one of them, just bring one, bring the fabrics, and you and I can sit and I will learn off the master.
That's amazing, Judy. 40 quilts.
Yeah, Amanda, I couldn't get Afterpay to work, sweetheart. I tried it on the weekend, much to my confession. Sheila. Don't, Sierra, we've already had this conversation. I think it was trying to tell me something. I couldn't. I tried it. I don't know. I tried for hours, and then in the end, that was it. And then I went back and I tried it again. It still wasn't working. So I don't know what the problem is, but obviously I'm not meant to get what I was going to get.
Yep.
That's what happens when you say. Yeah. That's what happens when you say, I'm going to do not spend until August. August is a long way away.
It's taking a break. Okay.
I had no idea that a couple of weeks was going to be hard, let alone August.
There's some super beautiful lace coming in this kit.
Yeah, I wish we got the specials. Judy would like to know how you make the huge flower on your trinket box, Ciara.
How I made it.
Yes, she would like to know how you made the huge flower on your trinket box. Yes, how you made it, please.
It's just I just took a layer of the
Hi, Bernadette. Welcome, sweetie.
see, isn't this lace so pretty? It looks like little leaves. I took a layer. Let me get it out. Oops.
Oh, that is not straight. Oh dear. Let me see if I can lift it.
I took a layer of the rose material and I tore a strip that was about, I'd say 2 inches thick. And then I cut a strip of tulle, like soft tulle netting, or you could even use, this material right here. And again, another one that was 2 inches thick, and I think it was about 2 feet long. And then I put them together, and then I did a running stitch, and then I pulled it tight, and then I sewed them together. So it made a circle, a gathered circle. And then on top of that, I took some of this material and I cut out about 4 of these flowers, and then I folded them in half, and I folded them in half again, and I put 4 of those, like 4 of the triangles around here, and then, and so that's what, so this layer right here and this layer is that one 2-inch thick strip on top of each other with the tulle and the fabric, and I did a running stitch. And then this layer right here is, or actually it looks like I only used 2 of these flowers right here, and I folded them in half, and then I just kind of wrinkled them up a little bit, and then I put one down right here and then one on top of here. And then, so as you can see, so this is one of those flowers folded in half, and then it's kind of just, pinched in like 3 places. And then I just put it down, and then again on the other side, I pinched it in a couple places and then stuck it down. So it just gave it another layer to the flower. And then this layer right here is that pink flower lace. And I took a strip that was about 1.5 inches wide, 1 inch wide, and then I just did like I think it was like it's probably around 10 inches long. Gathered that in a circle, and then that made a small little gathered lollipop flower. And then I sewed that together, and then I glued that down, and then I just put one of those rolled roses on top. And the rolled rose is I mixed 2 materials. I took both this beautiful flower material right here with some tulle or some lace, doesn't really matter. And then I put 2 strips together, and that's probably about 2 feet or about 1.5 foot by like 1 inch. And then I did the roll rows with the 2 materials. And then under that, I had some of this heart beaded trim, and I just kind of put some of that down under it. But that was for my stash. So hopefully that was a good explanation.
It's beautiful. Bernadette said she loves the rose.
Well, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. And
Ciara makes beautiful things. She really does. I love her.
you're
I love her the way that she does her flowers, and her tattered type look as well, but it's just beautiful how she makes.
Oh.
You do a good job, doll. And she's very good at designing. Like, I mean, look at how she comes up with. She'll like put together a D-stash of all of her items and make a nice kit up for everyone, and then she'll give you options of what you can create with it. And she's always coming up with good ideas.
Thank you. I love how this matches this so well. This fiber that
Oh, look at it.
kit.
Oh, I love it.
That comes in the kit, and it will.
Okay, so I thought you were going to sew have the tassel hanging out and then sew her underneath, but how are you going to attach the tassel?
So she's going to be the top part of the tassel, and I'm going to make like her dress is going to be the
tassel.
Fibers.
Yeah.
Like, so this is like the top of her body. And
so how are you going to attach the tassels though?
What?
You're just going to sew the tassels on, or how are you going to do it?
I'll probably hot glue it to the back right here. And then also I'm probably going to put something, like to blend it all together.
Okay.
Maybe make some little flowers or something.
Yeah. So you hide the back part of it as well.
Yeah. So it will just all be matchy.
Oh, Bernadette's in Ireland.
I love this.
Oh, wow. Well, it's great to meet you, Bernadette. I'm in Sydney, Australia, and Ciara is in Seattle, Washington. Is that correct, Ciara?
Yeah. I'm in Washington State. I'm in Covington, but it's pretty much.
Yeah, my mum's been to Ireland. My mum traveled. She's been in so many places before she got sick. Like 7 years ago, she went to all places around the world, and she took so many pictures. And Ireland is so lush and green and beautiful. And I know people say, well, that's because it always rains over here, but it's just so pretty.
Yeah. Yes. I like the greenery too. That's something about Washington.
Hi, Therese. How are you, sweetheart? Have you had a good weekend, honey?
Hi, Therese. How are you, honey? I know my husband's like so happy. He's like, I have a day off work tomorrow. Yay.
Yeah. See, that's what, and you can't blame people that, when they get a public holiday, of course that's going to be the first thing they think of. Yeah. They're going to think, yay, I don't have to go to work. Yeah. That's a natural reaction.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, what? Oh, baby.
You love Ireland. You've lived in South Africa for 7 years, but you love coming home. I bet there's no place like home. It doesn't matter how many beautiful places you've seen, in other countries or there is no place of the place that you call home.
Exactly.
It's where your heart is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's where, you have your memories.
Home is where the heart is.
Yep. That is so true.
Where's Laurel? I didn't see her. She must be crocheting away, I bet.
Yeah, what's you up to, Lorelli? Maybe she's left. I'm not sure.
No, she popped. She popped in and said hi to Therese.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, she did too. I seen her before. I thought you meant that was a little while ago, though.
Yeah.
Um. So, how many people are in Ireland? Do you know, Bernadette? Because I've got no concept. I know how big, as in, the size, but not the population. So, I'm not sure if you know,
Oh
but
yeah.
I've
So
always
you know the
wondered.
population, yeah, the continent.
Because we were having this discussion yesterday, and our
Ooh.
country, I don't know if you know, but the continent of Australia is quite large, but most of it is not populated. Most of it's, rainforest, deserts, bush, lots of country and bush, lots and lots and lots.
Lots of bush.
That goes for miles and miles and miles. Okay, so there's 5 million. Well, oh my. Look how tiny Ireland is, and look how big Australia is. And we have only just over 25 million in the whole of Australia, which you have in the United States in just one state. And we have just over, what was it, 7.5, I think, million people in Sydney alone. So that gives you, that's where I live, in my
Almost all of
city.
them are in Sydney.
So we're all kind of crammed into Sydney. It's just growing. The suburbs are just growing. And yeah, and look at Ireland, 5 million.
Wow.
So it has a fifth of what the whole continent of Australia has in that tiny little space.
Wowzers.
Yeah, wowzers, all right. But you know what? This, like Bernadette just said, this is home, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yep. I feel the same way about
Yeah.
Washington. I know a lot of people want to travel and stuff, and my husband wants to travel and go places, and I'm like, you and Ellie can go ahead and go. I'll stay home.
There are beautiful places around the world. I have
Yeah,
been.
I think it's nice.
Yeah.
Some people really enjoy traveling. I don't. But
I'd like to. I'd like to go to Hawaii, but because I don't like the humidity too much, and it's really hot in Sydney as it is, I'm not sure I cope very well. I'd have to go in like whatever their cooler season was, which, Dublin is one of the smallest countries, and it has 2 million people. The rest is spread out. Yeah.
wow.
Right. Yeah. So Dublin is like the 2 million. Okay. So there's 5 million, and then the other three is spread. Wow.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone the other day actually, and they were from Ireland. And when I was out, I don't know when I was at the. Yes, it was. I talk to anybody anywhere. That's what my family tell me. You talk to anybody, Mum. I was talking to someone in the doctor's surgery who was from Ireland, and they were telling me that there's still issues in different parts, not to the extent that there used to be, but it's, yeah.
Issues as in what?
Oh, the fighting between different people that have been going on for so long. I think they've even forgotten
like
what they're
war
fighting
and
about.
stuff?
I think they've forgotten what they're fighting about.
Oh yeah.
Hawaii is a tiny drop in the ocean, and it has 1.4. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that. Is that the general population? Like, you're not talking holiday people, of course.
Yeah, that's probably the living people.
Wow.
that. And then I just skipped.
See, Amanda's saying, see what happens when I watch crafters. Look around for what I can do. Start cutting out what seems like a never-ending doily. Oh, if you've got like a tablecloth, Amanda, that you're nicely cutting up. So there we have the decorated box. Let me just click on me for a sec.
Oh, you've been on me this whole time? You should.
I thought you knew. Sorry, sweetheart. I clicked on you when you'd finished sewing it and you were just showing the tassel. So I've just got the green paper on the bottom and around the sides, and then the lid's a little bit different. So now I've got to come up with Amanda, now I'm so glad you're in chat because you can like say, Fiona, don't use that paper because it's going to be too thick. I have single-sided papers, so, but they are thin. So I'm going to have to back them because you have one side when you fold it, like it glues to the top, and then when you fold it out, you have one side that you have the mini album, then you can flip it over and you have the other side. So
yeah,
I'm going to have to glue my papers together or stick them. And my gluing skills, I never quite have much fun with liquid glue. So tape is my friend lately. Okay, so Bernadette said, being in Ireland, it's easy to travel all over Europe. It's cheap flights. We go all over about 4 times a year. Wow, mostly Spain, Greece, and Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Thanks, Therese. Therese said it was pretty. Thank you, darling. Yeah, Aristi's from Greece, so she's asking whereabouts. And Amanda from Heavenly Imagining saying that her town is only like 30,000 people max.
Oh, wow. And that's in Australia.
Yeah, Amanda, is it like 2 hours from me? I think where I live, I think, because she's only about 2 hours down the coast, maybe 2.5 maximum, but it's not far. Oh my goodness, Judy.
What'd you say?
Oh, Judy, I love you, darling.
Oh no, it's the fish tank.
It's the fish tank, and the fish tank is
not your fault.
Don't worry, Judy, I will fix it. I only filled it up yesterday, but Judy, I will fix that in a second for you, darling. I will be right back.
You're fine.
Clicking on Ciara.
Okay. So I got my fibers here. There's a whole bunch of them, and they're very colorful. I don't know if I like this one or not. And hers is very colorful, but I'm usually not a very colorful person, so I'm not sure about this. But we will see, I guess. And this kit's also coming with some of these pretty little trims. I still gotta. I haven't even cut them out yet. Sneeze. Maybe like 3 of those. Out. I love these trims. I love these little dangly bits. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Therese. You're so sweet, hon. Such a sweetheart. So I'm just kind of cutting apart this lace to get it more flexible.
Do you know what? I don't think that sound's going to stop, but I think it's better.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. Oops. I told you.
There we go. There, Judy. Just for you, my sweetheart. No, no, no. It annoys me and I forget about it. It really annoys me when it evaporates so quickly in that tropical tank because of the heater.
Yeah.
Okay, inside papers.
This on her waist. Where's my fabric tag? I'm gonna put some fabric tack on here. Oh, you know what? I wanted to distress the edges first. Oops. I should probably do that first.
Oh, those fibers are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'm a little iffy on them, but I don't know.
Yeah, Amanda, I'm thinking about that. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking I don't want pattern on pattern because that's just going to look silly. So I think I might use the thinnest cardstock I can find and then use the papers for matting. Therese asked if you hand stitched the butterfly. You did, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I hand stitched it. And I'm thinking I should have used a
I'm just going to get some
colored
cardstock.
string. Like, I'm thinking it might have been really pretty with like a aqua or pink or purple or some kind of color. But I am distressing the edges because we know how all my stuff, even though this is super colorful, it's probably going to turn a little bit vintage because it's just who I am. It's just who I am. It makes me me. I love vintage tattered, so.
These are quite thick.
I mean, this is my first time making one of these too, so if it's all messed up, I just have to rethink it. That doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks that bad.
So Amanda, yeah, I thought it was about 2.5 hours. One day I'll have to get Maggie. We'll have to organize a time and we'll have to come and see you, Amanda. And have some lunch or coffee or something. Or you don't drink coffee, but I know you drink. What do you drink? You don't drink tea either.
I think I'm gonna put some.
Well, we'll have lunch. How's that? Lunch on me.
I'm gonna put some of these little.
Okay, now I have to work out the size of my box. As soon as I'm done that and I'm organized, then I will show you what I'm doing. But you just keep going. You're doing an awesome job there. I love it. It's so pretty.
Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody likes it. I'm a little iffy on it so far. Pearl.
Ladies, I have to get going live in about 25. Oh, I totally forgot. Yes. Oh, see, it's Sunday there.
Yes.
Okay, Judy, sweetheart, I will be over there shortly.
Yes.
Hugs, sweetheart.
Yes, hugs and love, sweet Judy. We'll see you in a little bit, hon.
No, Judy, it's important to me, honey.
Yeah. Everybody go make sure not to miss
Yeah,
Judy's
Judy has a nice chat, and um and she
yeah.
always is praying and for everybody and encouraging everybody. She's just a beautiful lady.
Make sure you subscribe here so you don't miss her live.
We love our Judy.
Yes, we do. Judy is one of the most beautiful people inside and out that I've ever met.
I agree. She's got a heart of gold.
She does.
Absolutely. Do you know, after all these years, I've only just learned how to line up the top and bottom of my paper cut.
What? What?
I always would. Oh, look, and there I wasn't even paying attention. I haven't even cut it properly. I would always look at the bottom, from where I'm cutting it, lining it up. But I didn't realize that the top part also had somewhere for you to line up the top part of it. So I would always cut wonky donkey papers. Yeah. I'm blonde.
You funny gal.
It comes out of a bottle.
Where's my other fingers? Where'd my pearls go?
Good night, Bernadette. Take care, sweetie. Thank you for stopping by. It was lovely to meet you, darling.
Have a lovely evening.
Sweet dreams, darling. She said it's bedtime. It's 12:30 a.m. for her.
Oh, wow. Yes, get some rest, honey.
Yeah, this cardstock's not too thick. I think it will be fine. It's a bit thicker than the paper, but the paper's very thin, so I think it'll be good. It won't be too thick.
Where my pearls have gone.
Now, of course, I need to find something that I don't have on hand. And that would be, there we go. I've got it. Now, because I'm in my lovely fashion of not lining things up, I don't do anything right. Okay, that's not going to work, is it, Fiona? Talking to myself. First sign of madness.
Oh, you.
So you get entertained on my channel. You can't say it's ever boring.
Can't say you're not entertained. I need to find. I put everything already in the kits, and now I can't find anything. All the pearl strings and stuff. Ouch. Cut that pink.
See? Did you read that, Ciara?
What?
Amanda said, Ciara, I would not have known it was your first time making one.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to do this right, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is definitely, I'm not a very colorful person, but I know people are colorful. So I'm trying to be accommodating to their colorful needs.
Okay, Amanda, I have a question for you, my lovely. How did you join your cardstock? Because I want to know how you did it. I won't tell you how I did it. I did a make-do version, a Fiona Jane make-do version yesterday with this one. Oh, no, I'm not going to show you because I'm too ashamed. But how did you do it, lovely? Oh, she loves me. Okay, I'm waiting for Amanda's going to get there. She's going to hear me and she's going to stop that fussy cutting of those doilies or cutting those doilies out.
I love these vine jingles. They're so beautiful.
So I'm going to do that one in the middle. That one. Okay. See if I need to do another one. Come on, Amanda. No fussy cutting. I want to know how you joined yours. Because if I join it double, then it's going to be double the thickness. Or does that matter? I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, she joined the 2 pieces of paper?
Yeah, I want to know how she joins the 2 pieces of paper together. Because I did it and you could see the join. And I was going to mat over it, but still when you mat over it, you're still going to see the join. So I want to know, if I double it, you won't be able to see the join. It'll just look like a normal bit of paper.
Yeah, I just want to know if you do it a different way, if it's better that way or not. Yeah, I like those.
Sounds perfect. Okay, darling. Sounds good to me. Done. Done like a dinner.
Don't diggity.
Speaking of that, I'm making a beautiful roast pork dinner with crackling tonight. Yum. Roast vegetables.
Oh, some stickers would be
It's not even lunchtime and I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, but which is not like me. But that's okay because I haven't had my insulin, so I haven't upset myself. But yes, I will have it soon. Yeah, I'm thinking about dinner time, and it's 9:44 in the morning. Yes, I love my food. No, I'm not ashamed to say it.
Me too.
Yep.
Ain't nothing
I
wrong
said
with
what you
it.
see is what you get with me. I never pretend to be someone I'm not.
No. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna add that on there.
Hello, beautiful Joanne. I did see a message from you, honey. It popped up, but I can't read it because I've got the chat on my phone and I don't know how to, if I lose the chat, then when I go back, it's going to go funny. So I'm sorry. I'm making a Heavenly Imaginings, Beautiful Amanda's inspired mini album in a box. Here's the little box. You can probably, 2 seconds, Ciara. I'll just click on me for a sec.
Stay on you, hon. It's your channel.
No, I'm not doing anything until I actually cut them. Oh, what did I do? Okay, there we go. It's a little, these little boxes that you get from, I got mine from my local craft one, but there was it's pearlized and the lid, just comes off and it's cream pearlized and then white on the inside. Well, Amanda showed it. So if you watched Amanda's latest video, you'd know. So what you do is you stick the cardstock. Hang on. Gotta make sure I got the right one. So you mat it. It's just like a mini album, and then it concertinas out, and you have one stuck to the bottom and one stuck to the top, and you can make it as long as you want. And then you just mat them with the pages, and that's a mini album in a box. I've seen Amanda do it. I was inspired. I tried yesterday. I mucked it up because I did it too thick. So now I'm doing it again. What do you reckon, Joanne? We can do that. Oh, it was a pick of lace. Fairy book. Not sure what I think of it. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Amanda. I thought it was a fab idea too. I stole it straight off. She's like, I'll do a tutorial on that. And I was like, I'm not going to wait for the tutorial. I'm going to have a go. And poor Amanda, I commented, and Amanda was thinking, oh, gee, great minds think alike. Fiona's already started it. But I had started it, and that's what I said, but I didn't word it right. What I meant was I started it the moment I seen the video.
Yeah.
So Amanda was thinking, oh, gee, Fiona, she's already done one. But no, I hadn't done one. I had already started it. I commented later, though.
Yeah.
So I stole her idea.
Oh, it's all sharing.
That's right, it is. Being inspired. I love it. So many. You use front and back of the same piece of cardstock with the paper. That's right, darling. As you said to me yesterday, it's handmade. And that is the whole idea. Amanda and I were having this discussion, and we were saying, Ghana, everything is so mass produced. Everything is mass produced these days. And even everything is quick, quick, quick. Even our food, everyone goes to a fast food drive-through these days. Everything's in a hurry. And handmade stuff does take time, but it also isn't meant to be perfect. It is meant to be a one of a kind.
Yep, exactly.
It's not meant to be, oh, I'm going to make it the same as you. No. And that's what I love.
Yes, I love being able to look at other people's
I love getting ideas from everybody else.
And, getting inspired from them.
Yeah, I love it. I love getting ideas from everyone else and then doing our own little spin on it.
Yes, exactly. It's so totally fun.
My chat must be, I see the word yum, so my chat must be really, really lagging.
Or the person's just they might
because I've got
Amanda
said yum, and I'm thinking, what's she saying yum about?
I think she would think when you were talking about your dinner.
Well, that was a long time ago.
I know, but she might be
Oh, okay.
Her thing might be behind or whatever. Her
Okay, so with this, because I haven't got 12 by 12, I've got 11 and a half. So I'm going to have a bit of excess cardstock I need to cut off. But other than that, because I want the joints to be like the right size. So I'm just going to cut off this little bit. So what's the time now? Okay. I might go in 5 more minutes, and that way, because I don't want to miss Judy's live. I know she doesn't mind, and it's not about that. I know that it's something that I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She wouldn't mind at all.
And we could come back and later on, Ciara, if you want to show if you're going to still work on your tassel, and we could come on your channel if you want. It's up to you, whatever you're doing. But we could come back later and finish both what we're doing, and you could show the finished. Are you close to finishing it?
Yeah, but we can definitely. If you
I don't want to hurry. Like, I don't want you to hurry. I was just asking.
Oops. You can just see how it goes and see how.
Yeah.
It goes.
Excuse me. Because I know if I don't go soon and have something to eat and have my insulin, I will will be in trouble. I forgot about that.
You're good.
I was focused on showing my journal. I was so excited that I
Yeah.
like I said, I did record it yesterday. I don't know how long it took for me to show it. I mean, I did get interrupted by the mail lady, and you're interacting with people. But even when I recorded it and I tried to do it fast, I think it was like 30 something minutes. I was thinking, are you kidding me? 35 minutes?
What's wrong with 35 minutes?
To show the journal, that's pretty long. Most people do a journal show in like 20 minutes max.
I don't know. I think it all matters how intricate it is.
Yeah, maybe that's just for like the digital kit type ones, and that's all that they've got with just coffee dyed papers. And yeah, no wonder that never. Amanda said, no wonder that felt never ending. 36 nice sized circle doilies and 24 spiky type pieces.
Oh, like the spider things, the connectors. That's awesome. Those
Oh,
are fun to put
awesome.
on your flowers.
Oh, they do. They make great flower centers. Awesome flower centers. I'm on you, by the way, Ciara. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm just joining. I'm not doing anything spectacular.
The limelight here, so it's making me. I'm gluing around this fiber on the outside just to tie in everything together. I thought that would be
Love that fiber.
good idea, just to tie.
Have you got the what it's called so I could have a like and who it's by?
No, a lot of my fibers I get off of like in rummage bins or in from Etsy or something, so I don't know what it's called, but I think I have something that's like it that you can look up.
Okay.
It's like Burnett.
Because it's really cute.
I have one that's
you know what
like
it reminds me of? It reminds me of spiral permed hair.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have the same kind. I have a lot of the same. I have this in this kind of fiber in like the creams and all those different colors. It's just I don't know what the color this one is, what the name of it is exactly. So now that I got my fairy like this, I love that how I put that around the edge. I think it really ties it in all together nicely. And I think I'm gonna put these right on the coming off the wing. I don't know. But I will go ahead and attach the skirt part to it. I'm just going to put some hot glue back here, a bunch of it.
Oh, it is adorable. Look at her. Oh, that's a beautiful fiber, Ciara. Oh, look at her. Oh, she is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I think she's cute.
Oh, I think she's saying. I think she's saying she wants to come home with me.
And then I can put
do you hear that, everybody?
But can you imagine this on like the edge of a book or like a fairy journal or something?
Oh, she's not going on a book. She would be if she was coming home with me, she would be going, I think I might just sit in her bedroom hanging up. I'd put a hanger on her.
Yeah, I mean, you could hang her from the wall. You could do
she's beautiful,
a whole bunch of different things with these, and they're really, really cute. And I just love that you get so many different options on. I mean, you can do like this little vintage girl, or if you want to do like some.
Julia said she's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, ladies, so much. But yeah, and then also if you don't want to do a fairy, then you could do like a lady like this, and you could put some roses in her hat. I think I'm gonna do a few different kinds of, like, maybe the hat ladies is one kid, and then
Yeah.
see how it goes. But thank you, ladies, so much. She was so fun to make. I love her little.
Oh, she's beautiful. Thank you for sharing her with us and doing that. That
I'll
is
bring her up
beautiful.
closer.
So
You can see more of her face.
she's just gorgeous. I know
Thank you
how
guys
long it
so
took Ciara
much.
to get all those images and do all the work for the kit.
Yeah, for like, it's
Lots of work.
crazy how long it takes to
More work than you think.
put all the images together
Yeah.
and crop them all and everything.
Yeah. But it's so worth it. It's just beautiful. Well,
Oh,
I
thank
might get
you.
going. We
Yeah.
might get going. Thank you so much for joining us and checking out my fairy book. Those that came and seen that, and it was at the beginning of the video. For those that will catch this later, they'll see it at the beginning. So the rest is just us chatting and crafting. So thank you, Ciara. You are amazing making that tassel. I love it, and I think that yep, she wants me. She wants my home. And
Okay.
Amanda and Julia and who else have we got in here? Joanne. I don't think Joanne's still here. Joanne's probably crafting, doing something. And Therese. I'm not sure if Therese is still here. Anyone else I've missed? Bye, ladies. Have
Yes,
a
bye,
great
ladies.
weekend, what's
Lots
left
of
of it
love.
for you. And those that are in Australia, have a great start of the week, ladies.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.